one of the things that characterized SEP is that it was, we used to call it the slices. Remember, we did a slice of storage, treatment, decomp, seepage management. It was what, because, you know, this idea of taking water and moving it south, it required some decomp, a little bit of seepage, a little bit of storage, a little bit of treatment. And so I think you clarified to me that we've got to figure that out. What is a future without project condition? What downstream projects do we need to assume are going to be in place as we move this next increment down from the new facilities in the EAA? Mod waters, you know, from my lips to God's ears, mod waters will be done. We're in the middle of operational testing now. The infrastructure is, 99% complete, and so we're expected to be complete by the spring. So we're operational testing now. The 2.6-mile bridge is scheduled for completion in December of 2018. So that was a precondition for SEP. But I need to make it clear that mod waters and the 2.6-mile bridge are by themselves not all of the infrastructure changes that need to happen to accept new water. That's what SEP is for. And so that includes backfilling Miami Canal, that includes additional seepage management. If we're moving a second increment to the south, then there is likely to be additional infrastructure components of SERP that are already planned that will probably, like you mentioned, what is it, the seepage management, I never get the project name right, A and B, A and B seepage management, L31 North seepage management, right, exactly. So there are other project components that are part of the bigger picture of readying the Central and Southern Everglades for even more water than is contemplated by SEP. With respect to DOI and the park not wanting to accept water, let me address that as I do all the time. This is a myth. It is associated with the problems of delivering water to the park using the existing infrastructure. So the distinction I always try to make is that it's the existing infrastructure that threatens the park. So when an endangered species issue or a water quality issue comes up, it's typically because the existing infrastructure is delivering the water in a way that is harmful to the park or the bay, or not delivering the water. That's usually the bigger problem we have. We're not getting enough water. The park has never rejected water for water quality reasons. The park doesn't have the authority to stand up and say, Corps of Engineers, you can't turn that structure on because the water's dirty. Not only do we not have the authority to do that, we don't measure water quality in real time like that. We measure water quality compliance almost a year after the water's been delivered. So it's not measured that way. With respect to endangered species, which is usually the other issue that folks say the park won't take the water, that moving right now too much water comes in on the west side of the park. Mod Waters is all about redistributing the water that comes into the west side to the east side, and to keep it away from those important habitats and endangered species that are getting flooded out. So the existing infrastructure is the problem. Restoration is the answer for the park. So it's a narrative that I call sticky. It just will not go away, this idea that the park doesn't want water. So all I can do is just continue to say, yes, we do.